This is History Report 1 for Honors Class at Bluegrass Baptist School with Miss Lynn Watts and Mr. Mark Ellis. Here is the syllabus and outline of your report. 1. You will select some aspect of history that you are interested in as a basis of your report and project. There are a few requirements and parameters to this history report. A. If you are currently in a world history class, you will need to select an event, person, or subject from world history. If you are currently a United States history class, you will select an event, person, or subject from United States history. Now you can be as creative as you want to with this report as far as what subject matter you want to get involved in. But just remember, letter B here. You can select any event, person, or historical subject for this report, but just remember it has to have research and resources that are accessible and reputable. In other words, if you do a report on Amelia Earhart and how she got lost at sea, you need to have some sort of evidence, some sort of research that has been done that you can cite for your report. If you're going to do one on Area 51, you need to have some sort of books, sources, and research to cite for that report. Do not just pick some random website that you got this information from, because most of the websites out there are not reputable. They are garbage that just most people have thrown up, and it's very hard to verify anything they say. So these are a couple of the parameters you have for your history report. You are then going to write a 2,000 word report on your subject. Okay. Bear in mind you have 9 weeks to do this, so 2,000 words should not be a killer. You will then write the initial report by hand in the form of a draft. And the reason that I'm doing this is because too many people, if I give a written assignment and it's typed up and done on computer, chances are most people will go and copy the information from a website and plagiarize it and paste it onto a page. I cannot tell you the number of times and how many times it has been that I have caught this. Okay, this is considered plagiarism. It's against the law, and it's against the policies of Bluegrass Baptist School, and will get you a suspension. So in order to avoid that, we're going to have you write it up by hand in the form of a draft in your own words. So the report will be written clearly and neatly, observing all rules of proper English grammar. Now what I mean by clearly and neatly is you need to express yourself in proper English grammar, and you need to write your initial draft as neatly as you can so I can read it. Yes, you can use cursive, but I need to be able to clearly read it. I cannot read a bunch of chicken scratch. If you have a problem writing in cursive, you can print. I have printed 3,000, 4,000 word reports by hand. I'm very good at printing. I use a ruler and I write on a straight line if I have to. So it's easy to do, and it's not that hard. Also, don't forget that you are not to use any slang or any abbreviations. I do not want to see B/C for because or any other type of abbreviation. We would need full, proper English while you're writing this report. Okay, here's a couple more tips on how you can do your rough draft. You can do your rough draft on regular notebook paper or in pen or pencil. You will need a sheet of paper citing your sources of information. These resources can be websites, books, or publication articles. And you must have at least one book cited. Alright, so you need to have a combination of at least one book, some websites, or some publication articles, or a mixture of any of those, but you need to have at least one book. That's the most important thing. We need to have one important source of information that we can go to and look at where you got this information from. You should go to the public library to get the book that you need. The reason I am suggesting that you go to the public library is they have a very extensive periodical section with magazines and news reports, and also too they have a much bigger library than our school does. So you may want to go there and use that as a resource, and by the way, it's only down the street from our school. Okay, now that you have all of this information, you are now ready to go on to video number 2, which will show you how to build your hub page. And this should be exciting and a lot of fun for you. This has been Mr. Ellis for Bluegrass Baptist School. God bless and have a great day.